Hello, everyone. Welcome to the past continuous tense part 3. In this part, we are going to look at the past continuous tense yes-no questions in the verb sentences. Right. Let us not waste time and get started. The yes-no question verb sentence in the past continuous tense. First, let us look at the structure. How is the structure of the yes-no questions past continuous tense sentences? The structure is as follows. So first, you need the past verb to be, which is of course was or were, depending on the subject. And then from there, you put the subject. After the subject, you need the gerund. The gerund is of course the verb that ends with ing. After the gerund, you then need the object. After the object, you put other words. Then you connect the simple past, which is the second action that interrupts the first action by using when. So in this case is if we have an interrupting action. And then if you have two actions that were happening at the same time, moment or event in the past, then you should use this structure here. The past verb to be, the subject, the gerund, the object, other words, and then we connect the two actions using while. Okay, that of course the second action, which is happening at the same time with the first action, should also, of course, be in the past continuous tense. Okay, now remember, this is a continuous sentence, so that's why then we need the gerund to show that the sentence is continuous. Okay, so let's recap. So first, you need the yes-no question. Sorry, not the yes-no question, but rather the past verb to be to form your yes-no question. Then you need the subject. After the subject, you put the gerund, object, other words. Then you put when, and then the simple past sentence. In this case, like I said, the sentence indicates that there was an interruption. Whereas, if you are talking about two actions that were happening at the same time, then you should use this structure. So you have the past verb to be, you have the subject, you have the gerund, you have the object, other words, while, subject, the past verb to be, the gerund, the object, and other words. Okay. Don't forget the rules. The rule says use was for the subject, I, he, she, and it. Use were for you, they, and we. So these are the rules associated with the yes-no question verb sentence in the simple product, not in the simple, but in the past continuous tense. Okay, so now let us apply the rules and the structure, or the structures, by doing some exercises in the following slide. So the exercise is as follows. Change the following sentences into the past continuous tense, yes, no question sentences. So these sentences should be in the past continuous tense, yes, no questions. The first sentence, we have gap here, gap, Tom kicked the ball, gap, it rained. You can see here the second action is in the simple past. So it means there was an interruption. So we need to connect the two sentences using when. And of course, we need to start with the past verb to be, and that is informed by the subject. Our subject is Tom, and Tom is a he. So we need to start with was, and then we need to make our verb to end with an ing, right? And it becomes kicking. So the correct sentence becomes, was Tom kicking the ball when it rained? Okay, next up. Gap, the baby crying. Gap, the dog was barking. Okay, so you have the subject here, which is the baby, and the baby can be a he or a she, and therefore it means we have to use the past verb to be was, and then our verb needs to end with an ing to indicate that the sentence is continuous. And you can see here the second sentence is also in the past continuous form, and therefore it means that we have to connect the two sentences using while. Such, the correct sentence becomes, was the baby crying while the dog was barking? Next, Gap might play football with his friend, right? Gap, he broke his leg. You've got the subject might, and it's a he, and therefore it means the past verb to be has to be was, and the verb has to end with an ing to indicate that it is continuous. The second sentence is in the simple past, therefore we need to connect the two sentences using when. The correct sentence thus becomes, was Mark playing football with his friend right when he broke his leg? Next up, get I walk to work. Get I bumped into him. Subject I, and therefore we have to use was, and our verb needs to end with an ing. We have to connect the first action to the second action by using when, because the second action is in the simple past. So the correct sentence becomes, was I walking to work when I bumped into her? Next up, Gap, we drink orange juice. Gap, they were swimming. Subject, we, and therefore we have to use the past verb to be, were. Our verb needs to end with an ing to become a gerund. And since, of course, the first action and the second action are both in the continuous tense, as continuous tense, so we need to link the two actions by using while. The correct sentence is, were we drinking orange juice while they were swimming? Next up, Gap, you sing with the choir. Gap, he was playing football. Subject, you, and therefore for the subject you, we have to use the past verb to be, were, and the verb needs to end with an ing. The second action is also continuous. We need to therefore link the first action to the second action using while. The correct full sentence is therefore, were you singing with the choir while he was playing football? Next up, Gap, they ran together. Gap, I called them. Subject, they. For the subject they, we use the past verb to be, were. The verb needs to end with an ing. And therefore we have to connect the first action to the second using when, because the second action is in the simple past. So the correct sentence becomes, were they running together when I called them? Moving on, Gap, Ken and Tom dance very well. Gap, Sarah, taking a video of them. Subject, Ken and Tom, he and he. However, I need to take them as a collective subject. Now, since I am not including myself in this subject, as I am talking about other people, the subject or the collective subject is the same as they. For the subject they, we use the past verb to be were. Our verb needs to end with an ing. The second action is also in the past continuous tense. And therefore, I need to use the connection while, right? So therefore, I need to say, were Ken and Tom dancing very well while Sarah was taking a video of them. Okay, next up. Sylvia, or rather Gap, Sylvia and I ate rice and chicken. Gap, she got a stomach ache. Okay, subject, Sylvia and I, she and me. She and I. I have included myself in the subject. I am part of the subject, and therefore I need to use we as a collective subject. So for the subject we use the past verb to be were. Okay, and our verb needs to end with an ing. Okay, and second action is in the simple past, which means I should connect the first action to the second using when. The correct sentence therefore becomes, were Sylvia and I eating rice and chicken when she got a stomach ache? Right. So this is all about the past continuous tense part 3. Yes, no questions. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I believe that you learned a lot in the lesson. In the next video, I will explain how to form the WH question in the past continuous tense using verb sentences. So please look out for that video. For now, it is a goodbye from me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day and take care.